I'm on an adventure reconnecting with my two best friends, Kieran and Elliot, and we came to Morocco with no plan. So far on the trip, we've gambled on the hidden streets of Marrakesh and driven into the Sahara Desert to spend the night. Now, unprepared and not knowing the treacherous journey ahead, we're climbing Toubkal, the highest mountain in North Africa, the highest peak for over 2,000 kilometers, with no suitable gear, no suitable clothes, and we are wildly unprepared.
It's morning one of the trek, and we arrived last night into Imlil, which is this tiny little mountain village near the base of Toubkal, which is what we're going to be climbing. Toubkal is actually a 3 or 4 day trek, but because we're really limited on time, we're only going to do it in 2 days. Wildly underprepared, we didn't even know we were going to do it until we got here.
We've got no proper hiking shoes, no hiking trousers, no warm tops, and we have 2 bags for 3 of us.
We're very, very well prepared. I'm not joking when I say that we've eaten pancakes every single day in Morocco, and today is absolutely no exception. We're heading up there into the snowy mountains.
I think pneumonia helps with 4,000 meters.
Elliot's not been feeling too well. He's got a chest infection. Still gonna climb.
Still gonna send it. I also have been feeling quite run down.
Massive cold sore coming. So that's what that is. Enjoying the weather, enjoying the sun?
Yeah, I really like the sun. My skin really likes the sun.
We're walking for the first 45 minutes before realising that we need passports to get through the control.
We have pictures of ours. Elliot doesn't.
So at the moment he's rifling through his emails to see if he can find an image of his passport. If not, we're going to have to walk back to where we started from. Add an extra hour and a half to this trek that we've not even really started yet. We've been walking for about an hour now. Passed quite a few people, so I think we're doing good pace. Also not used to the altitude at all. We came from the desert, which is almost at sea level, to quite high up, and then we're just climbing. So for the past hour, we've only been walking upwards, but the views are incredible. So the gear, if you want to carry it, can come up on a mule, as you can see behind me. And these guys carrying a crazy amount of stuff. The problem with coming up this high is, yeah, partly the ascent and how steep it is and how tired you might be, but a big part of it is actually the altitude. Base camp where we're going to be today is at 2,200 meters. Put that into context, yesterday morning we woke up, we're in the desert at almost sea level, so we've ascended a really long way, and it's just about your body trying to get used to that sort of altitude, getting altitude sickness. Water from here is coming through this pipe straight from the stream down below. This tiny village behind me is Toubkal Base Camp, and that's where we're going to be spending the night in one of these little tents or one of these little buildings, hopefully, before we ascend tomorrow. What are the chances we're going to eat the tagine today? It's at least 100%.
I'd say fair to middling.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 beds.
There's like 25 beds in this room. This is where we're staying, Dormitory 3, which has about 25 people in. And it's this wild mountain cabin that looks a bit like a monastery. It's got this open section at the top, got this middle bit where you can go outside, and also look downstairs to sort of the food areas and communal areas. We're at the base camp of Toubkal in our, there's kind of like a little, sort of like a hostel-y thing where backpackers and people trying to climb the mountain will come and stay overnight. And you can see we have one of these little mats that are attached to loads of other mats. So yeah, gonna get cozy with loads of other people today.
When we reached our base camp, we ascended so quickly that we arrived ahead of time. Now, normally trekkers would spend the night here and ascend for the sunrise in the morning to the summit. But because it was still so light and we made it in such good time, our guide agreed that we could go up tonight. And this is where it all started to go wrong.
How are you feeling?
Feel good. I share your apprehension slightly. Bear in mind we had to pack for the desert and for a 4,000 metre peak in 1 week with a 10 kilogram hand luggage bag. So we'll see how it goes.
If this video makes it out, it means we're still alive. Setting off for the top. Change of plans. Making the most of the good weather.
As you ascend through altitude, you need to take regular breaks to acclimatise. Now, this is something we did not do, and going from the desert at sea level to over 4,000 metres in just a day was starting to take its toll. My head was pounding, we felt lightheaded, dizzy, and worse than that, the sunlight was starting to fade.
I'm walking uphill for pretty much an hour, and I don't think we underestimated how difficult this is going to be. Look at the snow. This has been way harder than I anticipated. Absolutely insane. We've climbed up this face of mountain, across this ridge. That is the end. We're so close. Finally, we've reached the summit, and some crazy sunset behind me, which has made all of it worth it. We did it, boys! 3 hours. Now it's time to watch the sunset. That was a treacherous climb.
I didn't expect the
snow.
the bit where the cliff face was on both sides and we were scrambling over the top.
I'm surprised there's not another way, because I don't know how other people do that. It's way colder than we anticipated.
We're on Tube Cal. We've got Drill Master General ready to steal your car. We've got the Taliban, and we're all freezing.
Now, our guide had been up Tube Cal so many times, yet we got to the summit and here he is with his phone out taking pictures and videos. I was thinking, why is he taking videos? He said, yes, but I've never been for the sunset. That also means he's never been down the mountain in the dark. This cannot go right.
So we lost the light, and coming down this slippery slope of rocks without light is pretty difficult. I've got this head torch, but it's not really doing much.
Coming down this mountain was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do in my life. There are little to no videos because I was mostly concentrating on not dying and having to sleep on this freezing cold mountain. Not only was it dark and we were lit by moonlight and a few head torches, and not all of us had head torches, it was also incredibly slippery because obviously it's snow, and I was still suffering terribly with altitude sickness. We push ourselves to these extremes, seeking adventure and testing our limits. And at the time, I thought coming down this mountain was the worst day of my life. But experiences like this are what make us grow, become resilient, and build these deeper connections with our friends. But seriously though, f*** this mountain.